Okay, so let's just talk about 12 things that you're buying a used car, you should look into it. Make sure that there is no issues. So let's look at the brake fluid, right? So the brake fluid, it's right in here. It looks like at the max, and that could be a good sign or a bad sign. It could be just it's been topped up and the brakes are worn out. So we have to be too diligent and check those brakes too. The second thing you want to check is transmission fluid. Well, this one, it's not the nicest, I can tell you that. And it doesn't smell burnt, but it's not the cleanest, so definitely it's gonna need a transmission fluid filter, right? Second other thing, you want to see the oil. Check the oil and the level. So the oil looks okay. Yeah, no burn smell, so that's a good thing, And then we're gonna check the coolant level. Coolant level, it's also important. So the coolant level is good, right there, okay? And then we're gonna look, also you have to look at the condition of the belts. So looks like the alternator is being replaced, it's a newer one. The coolant level is good. Power steering fluid, it's over the max. You see there is a reason that there is max and minimum, right? That's where the fluid should be. This one, it's way over. So I don't know, it could be a problem that it leaked out before, or somebody just doesn't know how to fill it up. Now the other thing you want to look, make sure that there is no corrosion, rust with the exhaust manifolds and the intake, all the aluminum. We can look in the back here, the exhaust, you see the cover, it's off. We don't know the reason why, because it's supposed to have a heat shield here, right down here. If you pull it in, you can see it. So that's missing, But other than that, I can look, the steering rack looks good, no leaks in it, no nothing. So that's okay. So basically, that's what, the things are that you need to look out for it, right? And then I already turned the wheel. You want to also check the tires to make sure that, they are even wear, right? So in this situation, you can tell the outside is wearing more than everywhere else. So that means, bad alignment or loose parts, ball joints, whatever need to be, done up to it, right? And then the other thing you want to do, which is also very important, and I just did it before I did the video, to run a scanner to see what kind of trouble codes are in there. And we had a whole bunch. We had maybe 13 or 17 codes in it. So I took a screenshot of those codes and I will post it on the video, but I delete all those codes and I want to see later on, I scan it again to see what's coming back. But this is very important, like for anybody who wants to buy a used car, not knowing the history of the car, make sure you do due diligence and you try to look for all these little tricks and things to make sure everything works out, because otherwise it's gonna cost you lots of money. You drive it home, and you find out that, oh, I need a couple of $1,000s to fix all this up. Another good point also, try to buy the car daytime so you can look, see body damage, right? Make sure that there is no bondo, no different shades of paint, so at least you have an idea, right, what you're getting into it. Because if somebody had some issues or rust or bondo in an accident and wasn't fixed properly, all that is going to cost you now down the road, So this is what I want everybody to keep in mind. If you buy a used car, this is very important.